Dongnu Children's Hospital, even teach doctors in other hospitals around North Korea. So it's one of the best hospitals North Korea has. And another place the two first ladies will be visiting is the Pyongyang University of Dance and Music.
Okay.
Now, this is a I think this place holds even more meaning to both first ladies, as they have a common denominator of music. The South Korean First Lady Kim Jong-suk, she majored in vocal music, and North Korean First Lady Lee Seol-ju, she was a singer before she met North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. And even at the Panmunjom summit, when the two met, they shared this interest in music and cultural events, and actually said that they will work to boost cultural exchanges between the two Koreas. And so they will be visiting this Pyongyang University of Dance and Music. And to tell you more about this place, it's a performing arts university founded in July 1972, as you can tell from its name. And it has departments such as national instrumental music, modern instrumental music, vocal music, and even dance and composition. And one funny thing about this university is that one of the renowned alumni of this university is the famous pianist Kim Cheol-ung, who is defected to the South in 2002 to have the freedom of playing a wider range of music. So it's one of the significant places that North Korea has.
Now, ever since we've been seeing a diplomatic thaw between the two Koreas, like you said, culture has played an important role between the two Koreas, and we've obviously been seeing many cultural exchanges between the two sides. And we know part of the delegation from South Korea includes some musicians, right?
Yes, those musicians include Ailey, a pop singer, famous female singer in South Korea, Zico, a very hot and well-renowned rapper in South Korea, who also doubles as a idol group, one of the members of the idol group. And this comes as South Korea South Korea and North Korea already held a concert earlier in the year.
In North Korea, right?
Yes. It was one. It was one where a lot of South Korean artists participated, including ballad singers and very and idol groups that
Red Velvet, I believe, too.
Yes. They had very exciting dance moves and.
Right, definitely culture plays an important role in that sense. But tell us more about, I guess, economic exchanges, Jiwon. I mean, what is this new economic map of the Korean Peninsula?
So the new economic map of the Korean Peninsula was unveiled last year in December, and it was when South Korea and North Korea still had frosty relations. So considering how President Moon even thought of opening a new economic map with North Korea back then is something that we should really think highly of, because he's actually achieving stuff that he's been planning for the two Koreas. And what this map of the Korean Peninsula seeks to do is to restore economic connections severed by national division and to narrow the economic gap between South and North Korea and form an economic community on the Korean Peninsula. And these include building 3 economic belts, such as the energy resource belt in the East Sea, the industry logistics and distribution transportation belt in the West Sea, and the environment tourism belt at the demilitarized zone.
Okay. Now, I mean, this all sounds very encouraging, but at the same time, we go back to sanctions on North Korea, right?
Yes. I don't. There's actually been a response from the State Department on these economic representatives visiting North Korea. According to what VOA reported earlier, they said when they asked the State Department to give a comment on how South Korean leader is taking these business leaders to the north, the State Department said that they expect all member states to fully implement UN sanctions, including sectoral goods banned under UN Security Council resolution, and that they expect all nations to take the responsibilities seriously to help and end North Korea's illegal nuclear and missile program. So this some critics say that this might be a warning that the U.S. is telling South Korea that they shouldn't go too far with their economic exchanges with the North. But like a professor said a while ago, we don't necessarily have to look at this in a negative aspect. This could also work as a leverage to actually further push North Korea to denuclearize and take concrete steps that U.S. President Donald Trump actually wants.
Now, President Moon, before leaving for Pyongyang today, told his aides that his trip to North Korea would have a great meaning if it could lead to the resumption of North Korea-U.S. dialogue. So what can we make of this, and would we see our president accomplish what he said?
So there was much higher expectations before April summit and even for the July 12th summit between United States and North Korea. And there's a higher anticipation that we would be able to observe some big deals between countries. And after the special envoy's visit weeks ago, that there was also growing expectation within South Korea that this time President Moon probably able to get some definitive answer from Chairman Kim Jong-un about its nuclear weapons. So we still hope that our president can get some answer from our North Korean leader, but it is not that likely that we are going to have definite answer. And President Moon probably aware of the kind of expectations. So that is why President Moon mentioned that we would not be able to get the definitive answer from Chairman Kim, but it would be very meaningful if we could lead Chairman Kim to have much sincere talk with President Trump later on, probably within a very near future. So I think that is the purpose of what he mentioned before he left.
So after this inter-Korean summit, this third inter-Korean summit, is it possible that we'll see resumed exchanges between the U.S. and North Korea? Because like you said before, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo was supposed to visit Pyongyang, but President Trump canceled that trip, right?
So there's like two forces within the United States actually colliding each other this time, I guess. That working group officials, State Department and the Department of Defense, they had a very strong skepticism on North Korea's commitment to denuclearization. Since